talking about.
They stuck a worse hill in. Hey everyone, welcome back to Roller Coaster of Running, and we are on the way to the start line for the Great North 10K. Now, this is a bit of a strange one because I have a question for you straight off the rip. What's the shortest distance you've ever had to travel for a running event? Now, I don't mean a park run, I mean like an actual organised event where there's road closed and things like that, because I have only a few minutes into my walk from my house and I'm pretty much at the start line already. You might even be able to hear some of the noise in the background that's coming from the start line or starting area. So yeah, what's the shortest distance you've ever had to go? Because for me, this is probably the shortest I'll ever have to go. In total, it's probably going to have taken me about 8 minutes to get from my door to the start line. This is a pretty major event as well. It's a few thousand people going to be running this. It's obviously part of the Great Run Company's lineup of events in Newcastle. Yesterday was a cool one. Had a mile run event that was to support the Newcastle United Foundation, and that was starting in Leazes Park and ran into the stadium, into St James's Park. So that was with my daughter Lena, who you've seen on the channel before. That was good, and they actually gave the adults medals as well, which is a bit of a change. So I did get some footage on my phone, but I didn't take my camera with me. But that was a cool experience, and she did really well. She finished in under 12 minutes for a mile, and bless her, she's 7 and has little legs, so she did really well. So she'll enjoy the fact I mentioned. I'll put some footage in over the top as well. But as you can hear, I'm getting close to the start, and I'm looking forward to this one. There's a little bit of a change of course. If you watched last year's video, the course has changed ever so slightly this year, but you still do get to run to the Tyne Bridge to start, and then back across the Tyne Bridge and then into Newcastle. So you do a lot more of Newcastle City Centre than you ever get near for the Great North Run. So this is much more of a one for the people who want to have a look around Newcastle or get a chance to run around Newcastle while the roads are closed. Obviously, I think this is the only one that it happens in, really. So it's a good chance to get a bit of a run in the city. In previous years, I think this is the 3rd time I've done it. Might even be the 3rd time it's happened. There's not as many people out as there would be for the Great North Run, but as the event grows, hopefully the support grows as well, and we see that great Newcastle / North East spirit come out in support. So let's see what's going on at the start area, and I'll check back in with you in a few minutes.
When you light up a room, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And I just stare in your eyes, stare in your eyes, and I just stare in your eyes, stare in your eyes. Can you take me higher? Higher, higher. 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 When you're all over my mind, all in my mind. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And I just stare in your eyes, stare in your eyes, and I just stare in your eyes, stare in your eyes. Can you take me higher? Higher, higher. 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 Can you take me higher?
I'm dreaming after you, chasing you in my sleep bag. No, it's early afternoon, but it's the only way that I'll finally see your face. 'Cause I've been thinking about the days when you were mine.
Went back over the Tom Bridge, and I've definitely gone out too quick on the first 2 miles. But I'm going to try and go as long as I can, at the pace I can. But yeah, feeling it already, and there's still a couple of big hills to go.
Dreaming after you, loving you is my problem. I'm singing to your tune, hoping that you can follow the sound waves. 'Cause I'm already pouring my heart and soul into your wish you will. And I would never go the lengths that I've gone for you for anyone else. Wake me up, wake me up.
So I was wondering, with the changes they made to the course, whether it would be a better or worse shape. Oh, they stuck a worse hill in. Worse hill. So there's an extra big hill. When you go over the top of the central motorway, which is a killer. Got not too far, to 8 kilometres, but my legs aren't feeling great. I definitely went out to see what we've got left in them there.
you. That's going to be a beautiful picture, my man. A beaming smile, and that's what we see so often down here at the Great North 10K. Andy, just waiting for you.
Okay, there we go, that is the end of the Great North 10K, and as you might be able to tell, I thought that was a really tricky one. I thought it was a lot harder than last year's course. They added in a very steep uphill over the central motorway, which I didn't enjoy. I definitely think part of it though was my pacing was completely wrong today. I set off too quickly. I was trying to make the most of downhill and probably just went way too hard. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself, and I should have just paced better. So I got like a 58, something like early 58, so I'll put it on the screen now. But yeah, just a little bit disappointed. It is a tricky one. I'm not going to make an excuse. I felt a little bit ropey in the week. It was my birthday, and you know, I've just been sort of full of a bit of a cold that's been going around. So not ideal, but I don't know how much it affects me today. But it's still really enjoyable. It's a great way to run around and see Newcastle. I think it is the only closed run in Newcastle around the city centre anyway, so it's always good to be part of. Great run, obviously very reputable and well organised as a company. You know exactly what you're going to get. They're big scale events all around. As you see, there's lots of people in the background, people still finishing. There's about, I think there's 4 ways: orange, green, Newcastle United Foundation, and then the last one was the pink one. I think there was some sort of faster paced elite runners at the front as well. You might have seen them on nearly at the finish, I guess, when we were setting off at the start. So it's a good day. Gonna go try and get some lunch. I only have to walk a few minutes back to the house, which is always a lovely thing. That's probably the best part, rather than the start. It's the actual finish of just having to sort of back home, so it's lovely on that side of things. So I have another busy schedule next week, or next video you should see, I think, is going to be the Newcastle half marathon organised by Run For It. It starts with Kingston Park, and then after that, a few days after that, we've got the Durham City Run as well. So it is a busy time. July is a packed schedule, so we're going to get them in. I'll try and get in a couple of other training videos, because let's face it, if I'm going to beat what I want in timing wise for both the marathon and the half marathon for the Great North Run, I've got some training to do, both strength and speed work. So let me know in the comments what you reckon I should be doing for my training, and then I'll give it a go, because something's got to change. I'm going to try and get better. Let's beat that 2 hour mark for the Great North Run. Let's try and get as close to 4 and 3/4 hours for the marathon. See what happens. Anyway, really appreciate it. I'm going to head off now. I hope you enjoyed this one, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you if you already are. I'll catch you on the next one.